Hey y'all, I'm back. About to finish our video. We're making cornbread. I'm boiling this water. I'm going to turn on the stove. We're going to do broil and high. I'm going to turn our stove on right here. I'm going to switch these beans out to this side. This is my favorite side right here to use, so I'm going to use that to make my cornbread on. I'm going to add up a little bit of water. Our beans have been cooking. Put them on with y'all here a little bit earlier on my last video. And we'll just take a quick look at them. Looking good. So I just thought we would run by this video. Just completely doing it each step. So while that pan's heating, sorry, I did have all my stuff together. I'm going to take a little bit of butter and I'm going to let that melt over into this pan. That's going to get hot. There it goes. So my oven is on broil high. And we're going to cook that cornbread on the stove. And cook it on the stove and then put it into the oven, and we're going to broil our cornbread. Now, the way I learned how to do this was really by necessity. A couple years ago, I had the joy of having my oven go out. And when that happens, and you still have meals to make, you really don't have any other choice but to get it done. And so now, this is how I do it every time. I usually do not measure. That's a little bit too much. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil and milk. I like to use half and half that's one of my tricks that I've learned also. And then this is 2% milk. I don't know if you can hear the butter starting to sizzle. That's exactly where we are wanting to be. We're just going to mix this. As good as we can get. We're going to carry this all over here. It's still a little bit too much, I think. Even though this isn't hot yet, I'm going to use, without dropping my phone, I'm going to pour that butter over into there. I'm going to turn this down now. I just needed it that high, really, to, still might be a bit too much. That's okay. We can always pour it back over. There we go. Now, this is going to heat. The oven's still on high. And this is where we go next. We have basically mixed the entire cornbread. And this is not taking long. It wouldn't even take that long if I had all my ingredients already pre-measured and out, but I didn't. I eyeball everything, but for y'all I'm measuring. This is 1 cup. It always takes about 2 cups of dry mixture for whatever your liquid is. There we go. 2 cups. So that is now I will probably just mix this a little bit. Now my pan is over there heating up, and since my milk and eggs already mixed, it's not really nothing left to it. I used 2 eggs, about a cup of milk in all, counting the half and half and the 2%. I'm going to add a little pepper, a little coarse black pepper, and then it's not easy to do with the salt. I'm going to grind some sea salt. Sorry about that, y'all. This is my salt. I'm going to mix all that up. And that's just salt, pepper, butter, milk, oil. Take this over here. I don't know if anybody can see the consistency that we have, but here, we'll just do this. It's not real thick, but it's thick enough you can feel it. And now we're over here with now we're going to put this on low. I'm going to take this right here and pour a little bit of that over into our cornbread mixture. And now, it's still basically on high. Normally I would take my spatula and just get all that cornbread out, but I really don't have the hands to do that. I had a little thing that I thought I could hold my phone with. So now we're gonna just wait for a second. I turned the heat up very little. Now keep in mind, the stove has been on broil this whole time. I switched it from high to low right when I came over here and poured up my cornbread into this pan. And as you can see, it starts to bubble. And you don't want it real high because you'll burn the bottom. But pretty much what you're trying to do is cook the bottom halfway up, and then it's gonna finish baking in the oven, actually on broil. Like I said, I had to do this 2 years out of necessity because my oven broke and all I had was a broil. But that didn't stop me from making brownies, cornbread, even biscuits. I still cooked in my oven all the time. And so this is going to cook whenever I pull it off and stick it in the oven. It's going to cook about 20 minutes. Regular cornbread, it's been so long since I made regular cornbread, I really don't remember how long it takes. I think it was maybe 35 or 40 minutes to get a cornbread in a regular pan. But once you go to this iron skillet type of a cornbread, I don't know if y'all can see that bubbling. Let's see if I can get in real close. See the bubbles? Right when you see them start popping out and blowing little smokes, and you put your kind of smell it too. And at the point where you start smelling it, it's just kind of going to be one of those things where you have to sit and wait, take a minute. But this is prepared just like regular cornbread. If you couldn't follow the ingredients that I used, the only difference is that we're cooking it on stovetop, putting it in on broil, preheating it on high, and then putting it in on low. Now this is cooked for a few minutes. I'm gonna ahead and open my oven. We're going to put this in to cook carefully for, like I said, that 20 minutes. I'm going to put it right on the top rack. I'm going to put it right on the top rack. There we go. Turn that off. That's going to cook for 20 minutes. We'll check out these beans. And beans are done. We'll go ahead and check them since we're in the end of our video. I'm just going to pour up a little bit right here from that country ham that y'all saw me cook this morning, and hope you enjoyed that. And then look at there. It's already tender. Every bean is smushy. They're popped open. And if you didn't catch that video, go back and give it a watch. You'll see how to make these beans turn out nice and tender. And learn how to do your country ham up. I'll have more videos to come. I appreciate y'all coming and watching. I'm going to pause this and see if I can add to it. If not, I'll show it ending to my cornbread shortly. Okay, we're about halfway through. We're just going to give it a little look and a peek inside. It's rising. It's actually already cracking. I went ahead and started some water. I'm going to make some potatoes too. We'll see you back at the end of the video. Okay, I'm about to get the cornbread out. Let's see how it looks. Ooh. Good and brown. Go ahead and show y'all what it looks like. Hopefully next time I have something to hold my phone or camera with. No, I'm just looking at it the first time with you. I have no idea what the bottom looks like. But like I said, I've been making it like this a few years now. Me and my family prefer it to regularly baked. Ooh, okay. It's a little brown. Some a little dark, but it's not burnt. Dark. Every piece looks pretty good. It's going to be delicious. I'll plate it up in a moment. All right, I left a little reserve water from boiling the potatoes in there, and I added a little butter, real butter, salt, pepper. I'm going to go through the same deal with the half and half. I always use a little half and half in everything. Then the milk. And then we are just going to hand mash. Okay, we're finally at the end of the video. I'm about to plate the food up. So let's see if I can show y'all the cornbread, mashed potatoes. I cut up a little onion, and these are the beans that we made this with the apple cider vinegar, and that's our bean broth. That is a really rich bean broth for less than just a few hours of cooking. They're very, very much ready. We got these all from the the dried beans right here. So let's plate it up and see how it looks here. Cornbread. I have to angle this a specific way so I can get this done. This is the way my husband likes it. He likes it all on one plate. I wish there was a better light. And then we got the mashed potatoes. It might be a little bit, not as fluffy as some of my mashed potatoes. Didn't have a camera crew to help me, so I got what I got. And I just want to show y'all this beans one more time. Just that right there, it cuts like butter. Let's get in real close on that. You can see the black pepper inside the cornbread. I use half and half inside the cornbread and the mashed potatoes. I use all-roll butter, and these are the beans that are gonna, it's got bits of country ham in there. The whole country ham, just, there's a piece right there. I started with a huge couple pieces of country ham, and they have slices and they have just fallen apart everywhere. Let me taste this. Let me see if I can put the camera on myself. Okay. Hey, I'm Christy. I think I really outdid myself. Y'all gonna have to try it. Next time, we'll make some chili. God bless.